So let's jump into some matches. We'll see how she does. I want to keep this. I'm only running 22 lands, so I know a lot of people like to do 24. I think 22 is okay. 20 is too low, but 22 is fine. I mean, again, I peak out at 4 mana, so I have all the mana I need with this hand. I would ideally like to see Guardian of New Benalia and Sheltered by Ghost, but we've got a Scry land. Let's work with this one. Ooh, okay. This could be Dimir or the mono black. There's a mono black one that plays a bad card that says if you were to lose life, you lose twice that much life. And then there's another card that says you lose half your life rounded up, so it just kills you. And that's a turn 3 drop, turn 4 drop. So they're gonna hit you with these early game removal. They're gonna get Resplendent Angel here, I would suspect, and they're just gonna try to keep you down. And they don't need to do it for long. It's kind of crazy. Deep Cavern Bat is another one that I can hit with Blast Zone, which is great. A lot of times they'll build it up. They'll just keep sending them out. I'll get rid of them and get all my stuff back. And it doesn't hit you too hard. Let's get ready to counter if they're gonna play. I think it is a 4-drop. Let's see. If they play land, they do. Here comes the bat I was talking about. I'm guessing. No, moving to combat. All right. Got plenty of lands, so I'm going to hold my counter. Is this... No, this is not it. ETB, choose target opponent. If they lost life this turn, they reveal their hand, choose a non-land from it. I'm getting tired of that. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and I'll just counter on that. Probably shouldn't, but I don't want them to see what I got. Or let's get an angel out there. They could still destroy it easily. There's so much removal. It gets away from the -3/-3, but there's still problems. If they swing, I'm just gonna let them. All right, sack creature. You're gonna see a lot of that. All right. Okay, I like that. I could play Virtue of Loyalty. I think what I'll do is I'll play the untapped land. I will end turn. I'll use Restless Anchorage to block, and then instant speed tap and create a 2/2. And the next turn I could play Resplendent, and then just wait to get the 6 mana. Start making tokens with it. Ooh, okay. Each player discards a card. I'll probably end up discarding Restless Anchorage.
This is my home,
I'd like
and
to
I
see
don't
them spend
appreciate
that
it
2
when
mana
people touch
somehow.
my things. You won't be outsmarting me.
Let's see what they're... Another Liliana. Wow. There's no way you do that unless you have another one in your hand already. Alright, so swing with the 1/1. That's a whoops on their part. I'm gonna say whoops, unless they have that removal ready, in which case I totally eat that misplay, but let's see. Removal. Oh, you. Dang. Alright, each opponent sacks a creature. I'm gonna go ahead and just Cast the 2/2. Get rid of the 2/2. Oh, non-token. Oh, well. Yeah, I was gonna do that anyway. Oops. Yeah, that's my bad. Nice. Alright, let's see. Is this a 3? No, it's a 1, 2, and a 3, making it difficult for me. Okay. Well, I got vigilance, so I'll swing and see if they want to go ahead and
Now
try
you've got my attention.
make me sack a creature. If they do, they get rid of Liliana, so we'll see. They won't do that unless they have another Liliana, I'm guessing. Okay. Hit me for 1, 5 open mana. This is weird. It takes a really long time here. Prevail 2, draw 2 cards, you lose 2 life. Okay. I'm hoping that they get some removal with this draw and try to use it on the token. Enters target opponent. If they lost life, reveal their hand. More of the problem. Okay. So at least I got Liliana out of here. If I draw Sheltered by Ghosts, then I'll get rid of Deep Cavern Bat, throw it on Wandering Rescuer, get a bunch of life gain, and hope to play Resplendent and get that. Get those tokens out. Either way, she gone. She ain't making it.
Waste of my time. It's no fun when
Alright.
one of your friends has to leave.
Okay. Indestructible. I like. I'll start swinging. Ooh, they're gonna take it? Sacking the Scry, I think. Try to. Yep. Come on, bottom. Both bottom. Both bottom, baby. Let's go. Alright. Swinging over the top for 1. Maybe swing for 3. No, it's just 1. No. Going for it. Okay. That's a little risky. End step. I'll go ahead and I'll bite. I know this is risky. Well, what is the value? If I do that and they get rid of Wandering Rescuer, then I'm just boned, kind of. Gotta take chances. Ah, okay, they didn't have it. Fantastic. So I can use that probably on their end step to get rid of Deep Cavern Bat. Alright, this could be really good. Let's see. Land, they got 1 card in hand and it immediately went to combat. So unless they're making it do that, I have a good feeling about this one. I'm just gonna send it. In all honesty, I probably could have used that, but... Yes, right on. I'm gonna keep these 2 back to play. This will be indestructible. This will kind of bounce a problem, and so let's keep getting in there. Probably chop the 6 at this point. Yeah. I think we got this one. Sheldred, I love it. Good game. And so now this will cost 8 because of Aven Interrupter. Ooh. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. A little bit more difficult. Not an ideal starting hand, but still getting through. So it's definitely playable in Diamond. It's just annoying to deal with this much removal all the time. But, you know, that's part of it. I didn't show you. This is not bad. This is pretty solid. The only thing that I want to see is another white mana, but, you know, it'll come when it comes. Looks like Demir. What is that? Alright, I'm not familiar with this one. We'll see what this is. Hello. Alright. Poison counter, okay. Seen the poison counters with Simic, so perhaps that's what's going on. Oh. Each opponent attacks a creature and gets poison counter. Alright. Said each opponent too, so there's nothing I could have done about that. Let's get Reformer out there and just see what they want to do. If they're gonna remove anything, I'd rather they remove that than Resplendent Angel. So this is each opponent too, so even though I have Hexproof, it still hits. Restless Anchorage could be great. Keep that out. Alright, that might be able to keep her alive for a bit. Dang, the poison counters are strong. Okay. That's a 2-drop. If I get rid of 2 drops, I'm getting rid of my Sheltered by Ghost, so I don't want to use Blast Zone for that. I want to get Archangel out, and then I want to get Resplendent out after I have that as a 5/5. So I think that's the play. I need to get heavy damage.
Faith in my sword. To the skies.
Love that it has Vigilance too. Very helpful. Now if I were to block that, I not only gain the 5 life, but I gain the 2 of the damage that it would deal to it. Looks like they don't have Sheldred's Edict, otherwise they would have used that. Alright, so it's getting pushing heavy on the Toxic, it looks like. Can't swing in, fantastic. Now I'm holding counter now. So I think that maybe I wait. I could play a 2-drop if I need. I can block. I think the counter might be better to hold. So I'm just gonna swing. I've got board state here. I can build more Virtue of Loyalty and all that stuff later. I don't want to put too much out there to get board wiped. I'm also showing Restless Anchorage, so they probably suspect I'm going to try to block with that in some fashion. Alright. I'm not sure what board wipes they would have. but it's possible. I'm gonna wait. I think the counter would be much better if they try to do like a board wipe somehow, play land and do destroy all. Look at the top 3 cards, 1 in your hand, the rest in the bottom of your library in any order, and proliferate. I'm only at 4. I don't see a problem with that. Go ahead. Put me up to 5. They gave me 1 on Blast Zone. Oh, probably because this is a 1-drop. Well, that tells me that they're trying to keep that. Are they gonna play that again? Can they? Oh, tell me they go for it. Yes. Alright, I'm gonna counter. Counter spell unless they pay 2. I'll just pay the 2. Wait, what? Oh, if I have 3 or more, then counter it anyway. Gotcha. Okay. Alright. Well, let's build that board state. If they're building theirs, they're not gonna try to remove it. Ooh, nice. Okay, so I could, if I transform Restless Anchorage and swing, look at the 1 open mana, I could play Virtue of Loyalty and just beef up this board state. That might be worth it. If I put the 2+1/+1 counters on the 2/2, then they're gonna get hit for 4 at least. 5, 6 if I transform Restless. Alright, I think this is where I put the pressure on. I don't think they're trying to get rid of their board state.
Have courage.
Alright, so that's 9. I could push lethal so that they have to block. Why not? Let's go for it. Have to block. And I get my 4/4 flyer. Yeah. That might do it. I don't think they want this. Deadly cover up. Okay, so collect evidence. They're gonna try to sweep the board here. I can give Final Showdown. I can give Indestructible. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'll give it to Metropolis Reformer. And that should be a good game. I don't think there's anything they can do for 1. That'll do it. That'll do it, boys. Yup. Yup. Alright, let's keep grinding. I kind of like this one. My deck is mainly mono white. Yes, I've got the counters in there, and yes, I've got the tap land that requires 4 mana to swing with it. just need one land. Need to. It's so. I'm gonna mull. Very tempting hand. This is much better. So I'll get rid of Final Showdown. No. Did not get it, but we got our combo here. Let's try. Now, if I need to sack it to make, if I need to discard cards to give it indestructible, that's fine. I'll just get rid of the 3-drops, and then hope to play Paragon and get them back. So I suspect removal. Destroy, that's fine. Let's get rid of Resplendent, because that'll come in later. Alright, and this will help, not against Sheldred's Edict, but hey, it'll help with a lot of those targeting spells, at least for 2 turns. For 3, okay. Whatever this enters or attacks, mill 4. Turn a non-avatar, okay. Alright, so they whiffed on that, that's fine. Okay, didn't get our land, but we're gonna keep swinging. This deck does not require a lot of lands. Oh, tell me they're gonna try to target this. Nope. Dang, still no land. Alright. Swinging again. Just getting in there. And just that little combo is so hard to hit. And now I don't have to discard as many cards to protect it. It really helps a lot. Sheltered Ghost? Sheltered by Ghost? Yeah. When it enters, draw a card, then discard a card unless you control another creature with power 2 or less. Sure. I mean, I'm tempted to bounce it just to really bother them. Oh, we got a Troxa there. That's a problem. Alright, let's wait. Let's just see if we draw a land. Come on, land, baby, land. Land. Yes. Not what I wanted, but hey. I'll get rid of Final Showdown. Okay, Restless Fortress, that could be a little annoying to deal with. Alright, I may want to save Soul Partition. Does this have flying? Does not. Alright, 4 mana. Okay. I really want to see one more so that I could get Restless Anchorage out. This is a little tough. Let's do this. I'm just going to swing out. They might not block. Oh, they went for it. Okay. could have sacked something else and then used the final showdown to get rid of all abilities, but then I would have gotten rid of my indestructible, and it would have been a problem. That's only if I didn't want them to gain any life. Oh, give it -2, that's a problem. Okay, so I guess what I could do now is Soul Partition Sheltered by Ghosts. Because if I do that, what I'm effectively going to do, because this says exile non-land permanent, as long as it remains exiled, spell cast by an opponent costs 2 more to cast. It'll cost the same for me. So that's the play, because it guarantees me a move next turn. And I'm going to get rid of that. And when it comes back, of course, it'll still be a problem, but hey. Let's see. What else we got? Okay. That's a problem. Let's see, what was that? Turn target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield with a finality counter on it for 4. Okay. So I might want to splash in more graveyard removal. I have it on the sideboard. Rest in peace. Hutzil, the Flash, remove target player's graveyard. I have those things, but for now, in the main, you don't need those. Oh, tough. Finally got our second plains that we needed oh so long ago. I got 38 life. I can take some hits, but I need to find a solution. What else do they have in their graveyard? Just a bunch of nonsense. Oh, gross. Another great thing about Lost Jete, the 1-drop equipment, is if you're swinging with that early game, I could just be like, okay, you can't block. Swing through, hit, get another counter, do it again next turn. And just find a way to kind of bounce around that. Oh, I should have done loses all abilities, but then Metropolis could get hit. They got a lot of open mana. Destroy. Okay. No block. They have 7 cards in hand. Okay, what do we got? Do not think we're gonna get this one. Another Atraxa. Okay. This card is so OP. They do. Still can't get through it. What do I got in my graveyard? Let's start building up. As much as we can, at least. Gross. What is this? Ward, sacrifice 3 non-land permanents. Well, I can't do that. No blocks, just taking it. Ooh, this is not good. Alright, got to land. Sweet. Could play Steel Seraph. Let's just get ready and hopeful for Resplendent. Try to build up some defense here. I hate to say it, but I could still take 15 and be at 9. Flash. Nowhere to run. Enters. Target creature and opponent controls gets -3/-3. Oof. This is also one that says ward doesn't matter for me, but it does for them. It's just nuts. Did it take those from me? Oh, that's right. Terror Eater is gonna take them from me. Oh, good game. Nothing I can do about that. I was hoping to play those on my turn. Cheating stuff out from the graveyard. Still a very good strategy. Yeah, there is nothing I could play. I've already gone through 3 of my final showdowns. The odds of me getting another one, not good. Let's take a look and see what we can do here. Create 2 good ones. Yeah, that's it. For sure. Good game. Ooh. Can't get them all. That's for sure. And that's going to do it for the standard ranked matches. I hope you liked the deck that I made. The build, I'll just post the build at the end of the video in case people just want to see the matches. But let me know what you think in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you have not already. I am a free-to-play player. Fairly new channel, I'll say. And yeah, could use your support. Thanks so much. And as always, watch these games, get those gains, and walk those planes. Until next time, deckheads. Keep it easy. This deck build that I have got me from, I want to say, bottom platinum to diamond in about half a day, I'll say. I only made a few adjustments to what I was doing before, and I've noticed that right as you get into diamond, there is a flood of mono black and Dimir decks that you're going to play against. And it's really difficult because a lot of them use destroy, exile, they'll take your stuff from the top of your library, they'll board wipe and then remove whatever your staple is of your deck. There's just so much removal. It's a little tough to work around. You don't see as much of that mono red that you see below platinum, and about mid platinum you'll still see that. But you'll basically see the Boros Convoke version of the mono red. You see a lot of mono black. You see the Dimir I mentioned. I didn't see hardly any of the Selesnya, and I saw this Simic Manifest Dread deck that seemed pretty interesting. So what I think what I'll need to do to make it past diamond is to find some more resilience with creatures, maybe some more hexproof. I'm a big fan of Lauren's Escape. It's a 1-drop. Actually, I might be able to scroll and find it here real quick for you. And it does help a lot just because having that 1 extra mana right here. So, Lauren's Escape. Target artifact or creature gains hexproof and indestructible until end of turn, and you get to scry 1. So, when I use the Restless Anchorage right here, when I use this, if I turn it into a creature, most people will just try to remove it right away. They should be waiting until I declare it as attacker and it's tapped. But either way, if it's just that creature, I can still tap it in response and then give it hexproof, indestructible, and just protect it. But like I said, there's a lot of removal. It's really tough to work around. I do have counters, and I do use even Interrupter, which is amazing. If a spell can't be countered, I can still hit it with this. So that's great because it says your opponents can play those spells at sorcery speed on a later turn, so they can't play it anymore even if they have enough mana to play it that turn. So this is definitely something that you want to use, and with the 3 steps ahead, I can use this as a counter, or if I want more of a board state and I have the 4 mana, then I'll just create a token of Aven Interrupter and keep bouncing their spells and just keep creating that delay of game for them. So Final Showdown, another card to mention here. This is great board wipe. It is a little heavy to get to, but it is instant speed. So the value of that is insane. Does give indestructible for 2 to 1 creature, which is also great, but even more so, I've found that this card is amazing against Phyrexian Obliterator for 2. All creatures lose all abilities until end of turn. That'll help you kind of get around that if you don't have your removal spells for it. Because there's so much going on, you just, like, for my strategy, I need to have a board state. So that's what I'm focusing on, is to try to get something out and keep it. So Guardian of Nubenalia is the 4 of. Play it turn 2, turn 3, hit it with Sheltered by Ghosts, and that'll take care of a problem on the board. And it gives Ward 2 +1/+0 and lifelink for 2. Alright, like, are you kidding me? This card is nuts. That should be a rare. It's not. So throw that in your deck if you can. I've had a lot of success with this. Even if there's no target for it, keep stacking it on Benalia, because it just becomes that much more of a problem for them. Now, if they have sack target creature, okay. So that's where I think maybe I could splash in some 1-drops. And if I were to splash in a 1-drop, immediately what I'm thinking is the that bat, Runelurker bat. This is a 1-drop 1/1 flying lifelink. At the beginning of your end step, if you descended this turn, scry 1. The only bad part about that is it says at the end of my end step. So I'd have to be on the offense, where most of the time I'm kind of on the defense till I control the board and then I swing through. I'm on the fence about that. Let's see, what else haven't I talked about? Lost Jete, this is a 1-of, but it is amazing. Especially with an indestructible build, I'm having creatures stay out there. I'm blocking things with Death Touch. I'm getting those counters. Untap target land. Target creature can't block this turn, and put a +1/+1 counter on equipped creature. That really helps the last one, because it'll help get my creatures into that toughness 4 to get away from the -3/-3. Now with their I forgot to mention that gnome deck that you typically see with Azorius, and it just creates a bunch of gnomes equal to the power and toughness of the artifacts you control. It's just insane. There's a Dimir version of it too, so Blast Zone does help me with that, but I have to time it. This is a land that does not enter tap, which is great. Put charge counters on it, sack, get rid of permanents equal to the mana value of the charge counters. Pretty simple. Does help a lot against mono red. That's not really an issue anymore. I'm thinking I might want to do Cavern of Souls now, but just because I had so many problems with the amount of removal that you'll see at Diamond. A lot of it sack a creature, like Sheldred's Edict, things like that. So I put in Metropolis Reformer just as a 2-of, kind of testing it out, but it's showing a lot of promise. So I may keep that in there. I don't know. I do like that it gives me hexproof though, so it stops them from burning me. They have to focus on this. And if I can put Sheltered by Ghosts on Metropolis Reformer, then I'm gaining a lot of life. It's protected. It makes it a lot easier to play through. Okay, Resplendent Angel. This gets into a little bit more of the strategy. So the best board state production of this deck falls when you have Guardian of Nubenalia. Turn 3, you play Steel Seraph for its prototype cost, right? Then you just gotta wade through. Turn 4, I'm gonna play Resplendent Angel, right? I'm going to enlist Benalia with Steel Seraph after I give it the lifelink from Steel Seraph. So let me walk you one more time. Benalia, enlist. As this creature attacks, you may tap a non-attacking creature you control without summoning sickness. When you do, add its power to this creature until end of turn. So that's going to give it it's going to make it a 5/2. And then Steel Seraph says I can give Flying, Vigilance, or Lifelink each turn before combat. So I'll give it Lifelink, and as I play Resplendent Angel, and a safer bet is to swing for the Lifelink first, and then play Resplendent Angel afterward, because you would have gained that life. So it says if you gain 5 or more life this turn, so it doesn't have to be out when that happens, end step, create a 4/4 White Angel with Vigilance, which is great. This alone, if you can play this for 3, for 6, pumpable, instant speed, give it +2/+2 lifelink, it creates tokens itself. So this is a great card, amazing. And I think I've got 2 more to talk about. About 3 or 4 actually. Archangel Elspeth. This is a great card for token production. It protects itself. It gives me +1/+1 counters to help get away from those -3/-3 problems that I get into. And it also has the return all non-land permanent cards with 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield, which is most of my deck. I want to say I have 6 cards that don't have that. And I think no, it would be 8. Steel Seraph. This is an alternate cost, so prototype would not fall under that. But I can cast this from my graveyard for 3 with Seraph Paragon, which is awesome. The Wandering Rescuer. This is a new card from this new set. I love it. It's got Flash and Convoke. Other tapped creatures you control have hexproof, so you're going to wait for them to target something, or maybe multiple things with a modal spell, and you're going to tap them to flash this in, give them hexproof, and it's just great all the way around. So last thing is Virtue of Loyalty. Great card. 2/2 for 2, and then at the beginning of your end step, put a +1/+1 counter each creature and untap them. Really helps you stay on the offensive. And that's going to do it.